Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Crystal Clear 101 with another toy review. And in case you're wondering, I am doing something a little different. I'm actually reviewing a Happy Meal set here. I am reviewing the McDonald's Happy Meal Power Rangers Megaforce set of toys, which is all 6 Megazords, which contain number 1 being the Dragon Megazord, number 2 being the Shark Megazord, 3 the Lion Megazord, 4 Snake Megazord, 5 Phoenix Megazord, and 6 the Tiger Megazord. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why are you reviewing a fast food toys when you normally review other things? Well, main reason is this is actually, for a fast food toy, this is actually pretty sweet. I figured I'd go ahead and do a review on this. But the gimmick with this, unlike other Power Rangers toys that McDonald's has done, is that you can actually combine all 6 to form the Ghost Side Great Megazord from Power Rangers Megaforce, which I thought is actually pretty sweet, that you actually get to build a Megazord out of this set. Now, without further ado, let me go ahead and get each one open. I'll go through each one, and then I will eventually show the combined form of this set. Alright, first one up is the Dragon Megazord. Now, first off, this is... Now, each toy is going to contain a card. In this case, this one contains the red Megaforce Ranger. Actually looks pretty nice. And on the back of each card will say Saban's Power Rangers Action Card Game. And of course, each one is going to come with a piece of paper that says Build a Megazord. And of course, it will show your toy and what position the toy is going to be for the Megazord. But here is the Dragon Megazord itself. Now, this actually looks very nice. I do like the way that looks. You have to actually put the wings in. But the gimmick with this one is you press down on the button and you make his wings flap. And there's also a little button right here along the side. You press that and it pops his head up for the Megazord form. And I gotta say, this actually looks pretty nice. Now, let's go on to the next one, being the Shark Megazord. And up next is the Shark Megazord, which is number 2. Now, first off, here is the little Zord itself. Now, that looks pretty good as a shark. Now, the little gimmick with him is that he has a little button right here. You press the button, and he shoots out a missile, which you can just simply reinsert into the Megazord itself, and you can shoot it again. The other gimmick is that he actually has a little tab right here, and according to the instruction manual, he is number 2. And before I do forget, here is the card for this one, which is the blue Megaforce Ranger. I mean, aside from that and that, there's not a whole lot going on with this one, but it still looks pretty nice. And up next is going to be the Lion Megazord. And up next is the Lion Megazord. Now, let's go ahead and show the card for this one before I forget. And this one is the Robo Knight Power Ranger. He actually looks sweet. And his instruction manual, which shows him as the midsection for this one. Now, the gimmick with him, first off, let's go ahead and show this one. Now, he's got some fake molded wheels. However, he does have this one spinning wheel right down here. Now, the gimmick with him is you roll this one along the floor, and it makes his little legs right up here move back and forth. So you roll across a flat surface, and his little paws going back and forth, and that actually looks pretty sweet. Now, the next one up is the Snake Megazord. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. And up next is the Snake Megazord. First off, let's go ahead and look at his card. And this one is the Black Megaforce Ranger. Looks pretty nice. And of course, his instruction manual. Now, let's look at the Megazord itself. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Now, just like with the Shark Megazord, he does have a gimmick, which is you press this little button right up here, and you can shoot off his head, which is a missile. He does have one rolling wheel right down here, So you could roll him across a flat surface if you want to. Now the damage with him, aside from shooting a missile, is you'll notice that there is a T-shaped cross right here, right in front of the button. Well, notice that this right here is also T-shaped. The idea is you plug this in. There we go. And it forms a ledge. And you flip this up, you automatically have a peg to form his ledge. And so far, this is actually starting to look like it's a very nice little set. Now, let's go on to number 5, which is the Phoenix Megazord. And up next is the Phoenix Megazord. Let's go ahead and take a look at the card itself. And as you can see, it's the Docile Great Megazord, which is what this little set's eventually going to form. Looks pretty nice. And of course, the instruction manual, showing that this is the left arm. Now, first off, here is the Phoenix Megazord itself. Actually, looks very nice. This is probably my favorite of the 6 individual ones. But he has the same gimmick as the Shark Megazord, which is you press in this button. You have to press forward on the button, but it shoots off his front beak, which is a missile. And I gotta say, I actually like the paint apps that they did on this one. This actually looks very nice. It's very attractive. And just like with the Shark Megazord, it does have a little pad right back here you can fold up if you wanted to just be the Megazord itself. But it's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final one, which is the Tiger Megazord. And last but not least is the Tiger Megazord. Now here is the card for this one, which is all 5 Megaforce Power Rangers minus the Robo Knight. Again, the instruction manual for this one. And here is the Megazord itself. It's got molded treads on both sides. It's pretty much the same gimmick as the Snake Megazord. It's got a central rolling wheel right down here, so you can roll across a flat surface if you want. And just like with the Snake Megazord, you press this button right here, it shoots off the head. And just like with the Snake Megazord, it does have a T-shaped slot right here. So just insert the head of it and fold this peg up, and you have the other leg. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and combine all 6 vehicles, and let's take a look at the Great Docile Megazord in its form. And here it is. Here is a Docile Great Megazord in its combined form. This is all 6 of the Happy Meal toys. And you gotta admit, for a Happy Meal set, this actually does not look that bad. And when these are all combined, articulation includes swivel arms, swivel midsection, swivel legs, and I guess you could say hinged knees right down here where it connects. So for a Happy Meal toy, this is actually not that bad. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring it in and try and give a little bit, give an idea of a better idea about this. But, you know, granted, this is going to have extra parts hanging off, mainly the Dragon Megazord, but you gotta admit, for a fast food toy, that does not look bad at all. That actually looks very sweet. And just for a size comparison of this, I have Alien's Corporal Hitch standing right next to the Megazord itself. Now, if it weren't for the wings, then the very top of the Megazord would actually come to just about Hitch's hairline right there. But with the wings, it actually comes up to just about his height. So overall, this is about a good 6.5 inch to 7 inch figure overall, which is not bad. It's actually a pretty good size for a fast food toy. And what's my overall opinion? As silly as this is going to sound, if you like Power Rangers, if you like Megaforce, if you like the Megazords for the various Power Rangers series, do try and locate this set. I mean, it's actually very cool. I really doubt you're going to get a cooler McDonald's Power Rangers set than this. Because all 6 actually form a Megazord. This is actually very sweet. I'd like to see McDonald's do more of these whenever they do another Power Ranger set. This is what I want to start seeing. But that is going to wrap up my review on the McDonald's Happy Meal Power Rangers Megaforce series. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.